Hello students, today we will go with a new concept of first term. We will understand this, okay. In your previous classes you have not understood this concept, so let us understand which type of solid shape it is. You all have studied about cone, okay. It is a 3D object. We know that. Very simple examples we give, like birthday caps, heap of some item. But if I cut this cone from here, then what type of shape I'll get? I'll get the shape like this. I'll get shape like this if I cut a cone. Okay, 3D shape I am talking about. If I cut a cone from here, if I am cancelling it, cutting the with scissor, so what it will get? It will get like this. So it is a 3D shape. So what all things are there from here to here? This will be my radius. Okay. So according to our convenience, we will name it as R2, and downside radius I'll name it as R1. Means first term will have two radiuses, radius at the bottom and radius at the top. This perpendicular distance from center to center, which will make a 90-degree angle, this will be the height of the first term. Okay, and from here to here, this represents slant height denoted by L. Okay, but since it is coming out of cone, okay, we are cutting down the cone, so we are getting a shape. This shape is known as frustum. It is a 3D shape. Examples, वेरी कॉमन एग्जाम्पल आई टेल यू लाइक दिस. पुराने ज़माने में लोहे या स्टील की अगर आपने बाल्टी देखी हो तो द शेप्स लुक लाइक दैट. ओके, और वी कैन से अ फैंसी ग्लास nowadays. They also come in the shape of first row. So very common example we can say like this. Okay. Now formulas will change because here height is from here to here. Your height is reduced. Cone is having only one radius. It is having two radius, radius of the base and radius of the top. Even the formula of slant height, in both the cases, basic concept will remain same, but the formulas will change. So now once you understood the difference between the shape, this is the 3D shape introduced only in 10th class, and after that in higher classes it will come. It is first term. Okay, it has two radius, radius of base and radius of top, one height and slant height denoted by L. Abbreviation is same, but formulas will be different from the cone. So now let's study the formulas of first term. Okay, very common formula we will study. Volume of first term. When we talk about volume, so again we know that it will be equal to 1 upon 3 pi h, and in formula, general formula, it comes r square. So here two r's are there, so we cannot write r square. Which r to be chosen? So it is r1 square plus r2 square plus r1 into r2. Clear? This is the formula for volume of first term. Clear? Then we study the curved surface area. Here curved surface area of frustum. So curved surface area means only outside area. Okay, so again it will generate from cone only. So pi L, and instead of writing r, here two r's are there, so which r to be written? So it will come as r1 plus r2. Okay, so Now question arises how to find L, because L again the formula will be different from the cone. So how to find the L? So L will be under root h square. So as it is, it will come. And for R, what we are going to do is from bigger radius, whichever is your bigger radius, from that radius you are going to minus the small radius, and then their square minus R2 whole square. Clear? So this how we get the L. L means lateral surface area. So volume of first term is there, curved surface area of first term is there. Now the third topic which remain is total surface area. So now let's see how to be done total surface area. Third topic we are going to do here is total surface area of first term, total surface. Now for total surface area, again logic you will be using, it will have a curved surface area आसपास का, plus it will have the top circular base, means circular area of top, and the circular area of bottom. All three things will be added, so we will get the total surface area of first term. So let's write the formula. It is for curved surface area, obviously we will write pi L bracket R1 plus R2, this is curved surface area, plus then we will add the area of top and area of bottom. The area formula you already know, that pi R square. So pi R1 square, pi R2 square, but pi is coming in both, so I can take pi common. So we will reduce it to simple form. Let's like this. First pi R1 square plus pi R2 square. Okay, now if you observe it properly, pi is everywhere, so we can reduce this into a smaller form. So it is pi taken out, and here it becomes L R1 plus R2 plus R1 square plus R2 square. I am teaching you both the formulas. You are free to use wherever it's required. When they have given the area of base and top and they are asking to find a total surface area, then use this formula, it will become easy. But if they have given only the measurement R1, R2 and L, then use this formula, which will make your work easy. Clear?